If you've been eating clean, cutting carbs, doing your workouts, and your belly still isn't budging, I want you to stop blaming yourself for a second. Because what I'm about to share completely changed the way I understand fat storage, and it has nothing to do with willpower or discipline. The real reason so many women carry stubborn belly fat, especially in their 30s and 40s, has everything to do with a hormone called the cortisol. And chances are yours is running way too high right now. In this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly how cortisol is quietly instructing your body to store fat right around your midsection, what's secretly triggering it every single day, and, most importantly, the 5 specific things that actually bring it down. Not another meal plan, not more cardio, the actual root cause. So if you've ever thought, I'm doing everything right and nothing is working, stay with me, because this video was made for you. What is cortisol really? Most people have heard of it as the stress hormone, but let's make that actually mean something. Cortisol is released by your adrenal glands, 2 small glands that sit on top of your kidneys, and its job is to help your body respond to threats. Think of it as your internal alarm system. When something scary, urgent, or overwhelming happens, cortisol spikes to give you energy, sharpen your focus, and prepare your body to fight or run. Back when humans were running from predators, this was life-saving. But here's the thing, your body doesn't know the difference between a lion and a never-ending to-do list. Your alarm goes off, you're already thinking about what you forgot to do yesterday. You're getting kids ready, answering messages before you've even had coffee, stuck in traffic, making decisions at work, managing everyone else's needs, and then lying awake at night, replaying everything you didn't get done. That's not acute stress. That's chronic, low-grade, all-day stress. And for your body, it's like the alarm never turns off. And when cortisol never fully drops, your body starts doing something very specific with fat. Here's where it gets really important. Cortisol doesn't just make you stressed. It actively tells your body where to store fat, and it has a very strong preference for one place: your abdomen. When cortisol is chronically elevated, it triggers the release of glucose into your bloodstream for quick energy. But if you're not actually running from anything, that glucose doesn't get used, so your body releases insulin to deal with it. And insulin's job? Store that energy as fat. But here's what makes it worse. The fat cells in your belly area have 4 times more cortisol receptors than fat cells anywhere else in your body. That means when cortisol is high, belly fat is the priority storage site. Your body is literally choosing to put fat there. And this gets even more pronounced for women in their 30s and 40s, as estrogen starts to decline, whether from natural aging, perimenopause, or chronic stress itself. Cortisol's influence over fat storage becomes even stronger. Estrogen was partially buffering the effect. Without it, cortisol has more of a direct line to your midsection. This is why you can lose weight everywhere else and the belly stays. It's not a food problem, it's a hormonal signaling problem. Now let's talk about what's actually keeping your cortisol elevated, because I guarantee some of these are going to surprise you. The obvious ones: poor sleep, a demanding job, difficult relationships, feeling like you never have enough time. But here are the ones nobody talks about. Eating too little. If you've ever tried a 1,200-calorie diet, your body treated that as a famine, and famine is a survival threat. Cortisol spikes to preserve your body, and one of the ways it does that is by holding onto fat. The harder you restrict, the higher cortisol climbs. Too much high-intensity exercise. I know this one is hard to hear, but doing intense cardio 7 days a week, back-to-back HIIT classes, running yourself into the ground, that is physical stress on the body. Cortisol rises with every hard session. If you're not recovering between workouts, you are adding to the load. Scrolling on your phone at night. Blue light suppresses melatonin, but more than that, consuming stressful news, comparison content, or even just stimulating videos before bed keeps your nervous system activated. Cortisol should be at its lowest at night. Late night scrolling is one of the fastest ways to interfere with that. The guilt cycle. This one is invisible but powerful. If you spend your day feeling like you're not doing enough, eating the wrong things, not working out hard enough, that mental stress is real physiological stress. Your body responds to thoughts and emotions the same way it responds to external threats. Skipping meals or going too long without eating. Every time blood sugar crashes, cortisol steps in to raise it back up. Skipping breakfast, waiting too long between meals, or doing long fasted workouts without the fitness base to support it. All of this keeps cortisol elevated throughout the day. Here's something that stops a lot of women in their tracks when they hear it. The diet you're using to try to lose belly fat might literally be making it harder to lose belly fat. Chronic calorie restriction is one of the most powerful drivers of elevated cortisol. When you consistently eat less than your body needs, even just a little less, your body interprets that as a resource shortage. And in resource shortage mode, cortisol stays elevated to manage your energy carefully, slow your metabolism, and prioritize fat storage in survival critical areas, which is, you guessed it, your belly. This is the exhausting loop so many women get stuck in. Eat less, feel worse, the scale barely moves. Try harder, restrict more, feel more stressed, store more belly fat. Your body is not broken. It's doing exactly what it was designed to do, but the strategy being used is working against the biology, not with it. So what actually works? Here are 5 things that are backed by research and actually move the needle on cortisol. Number 1, prioritize sleep above almost everything else. I mean, genuinely protect it. Sleep is when cortisol resets. When you're sleeping less than 7 hours consistently, cortisol stays elevated all day. More sleep isn't laziness. For fat loss, it might be the single most important variable. Number 2, swap chronic cardio for strength training. I know this sounds counterintuitive if you've been told cardio burns fat, but strength training, 2 to 4 sessions a week, builds muscle that improves insulin sensitivity, and it doesn't spike cortisol the way long endurance sessions do. You burn more fat at rest, and you support your hormones in the process. Number 3, eat enough, especially protein. Stop undereating. Aim for at least 25 to 30 grams of protein per meal. Protein stabilizes blood sugar, reduces cortisol spikes between meals, and keeps your body out of famine mode. Eating more strategically is one of the fastest ways to start signaling safety to your nervous system. Number 4, consider adaptogens. Ashwagandha has the strongest research behind it for directly lowering cortisol levels. Studies have shown meaningful reductions with consistent daily use. Rhodiola and holy basil are also worth looking into. These aren't magic supplements, but as part of a broader approach, they can genuinely help take the edge off. Number 5, actively downregulate your nervous system every single day. This doesn't mean a full meditation practice. It means intentional moments that tell your body the threat is over. A 20-minute walk without your phone. Box breathing. 4 counts in, 4 counts hold, 4 counts out, 4 counts hold. 5 minutes outside with no agenda. These activate your parasympathetic nervous system, which is the off switch for cortisol. Most women never give themselves permission to actually do this. I want to leave you with something important before we wrap up. Belly fat, especially the stubborn kind that won't respond to diet and exercise, is not a reflection of your discipline. It is not a character flaw. It is your body doing exactly what a stressed, depleted, under-supported system is designed to do. Hold on. You are not lazy. You are not failing. You are surviving a level of chronic demand that previous generations never had to navigate, and your body is responding accordingly. The path forward isn't more restriction. It isn't more punishment. It's working with your biology instead of against it. It's giving your body genuine signals of safety. Through sleep, through nourishment, through recovery, through stillness. So it finally feels safe enough to let go. That's the reframe, and once you really internalize it, everything changes. So here's where I want to leave you. If any part of this video resonated, if you recognized yourself in the cortisol triggers, in the dieting cycle, in the frustration, drop a comment below and tell me your biggest source of stress right now. I read every single one, and knowing what you're dealing with helps me make better content for you. If you found this helpful, please subscribe. I talk about women's health, hormones, and real strategies, not generic advice, every single week. And if you want to go deeper on the hormonal side of fat loss, I'll link a related video right here that I think you'll find really valuable. You've got this. I'll see you in the next one.